Oh, boys. Guess who's back? Your humble commissioner. That's who's back. It's been too long, and I don't apologize because, I have a life and shit. I can't just spend all my time entertaining you 11 dipshits. But I am very excited to be back for, I don't even know what I'm going to call this. Uh, it started out as like a division breakdown between, hold on, let me see what, since who was it? Corey and Albin, since y'all don't want to name the divisions, y'all are getting the dipshit division, which is whichever one I'm not in, obviously, and you're getting the handsome manly division, which is the division I'm in. Now, maybe within an hour of this going up on YouTube, and if I get a response and a quorum from Albin and Corey, I'll change it to something different. But for now, that's what it's going to be. But yeah, it started out as like a division breakdown, and then I was like getting super stoked about doing like kind of like a team breakdown. And so y'all have seen the power rankings, which are absolute. Uh, don't even try and argue with me about those. I mean, argue with yourself. We all know those are accurate and pretty much perfect. So I'll kind of just go through the teams here. Some teams are going to get more time than others, and it is based on how much I like you as a human being. Now, granted, I don't know some of y'all, like we've never met in person, but I think most of us have. So we'll see how it goes. So starting off with the dipshit division, we have the captain. We have Albin, aka Tucson Magician. Hangover on Downs, and I just want to say something. It's been bothering me. I've known Albin now for God dang, dude, like 6 years, 5 or 6 years. And I saw his name on here, and it's Tucson Magician. And not once in the 5 or 6 years that I've known this man has he done any sort of magic. So I just wanted to say you are a liar and a fraud, at least in how you're representing yourself on Sleeper. But that's disappointing. That's what I'll say. But he is the inaugural champion. Congratulations. Man, you can thank freaking Zach Allen's fat ass for that. Freaking 4.5 sacks or whatever the hell it was. That was ridiculous. That was like the dude's career game. It just happens to be in the semis or the finals against me because I'm always in the playoffs. Like every team is always in the playoffs, and y'all know this. Uh, Somebody has a career year like Amari freaking Cooper, or sorry, a career game, Amari Cooper, or Devontae Adams just decides to die 2 years in a row, and he is dead to me as a human being. He does have a. I wrote on here a good to great team. This was a few weeks. This was actually before the rookie draft, so I need to go back through and just take a look here. And I could have gotten some stuff confused from we're in too many damn leagues together. That was like all two or three or whatever it is. But I really do love me some Baker Mayfield. I saw on a podcast earlier today they're calling him Discount Joe Burrow, and I think that's so appropriate with the weapons that he has and kind of his play style and everything. Super accurate. But how can you not root for Baker Mayfield? The dude is he's a bona fide stud and or bona fide G and certified stud, whatever freaking Enzo Amore used to say. We got Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, Amon Ross St. Brown, or as Jason would call him, Amon Ross Ra, Chris Godwin. Well, I'm curious how he's going to look coming off that knee injury. George Kittle, Caleb, like the rookies on here is what really I'm like, oh damn. You got Caleb Johnson and RJ Harvey. RJ Harvey and I coincidentally are the same age. It's crazy. You got Anthony Richardson. But no, my initial notes said good to great team. All depends on A. Rich's development because you do have Michael Pittman and Josh Downs. So I think Josh Downs is a pretty good wide receiver as well. Really good IDPs. I'm not going to really cover IDPs in this video, but I really like the dipshit divisions captain's team there. On to the first pick. Corey with an E. Corey misspelled. Swoop. I'm not even going to say. I feel like I'll get canceled if I even try and say your name on YouTube, and I'm definitely going to cancel if I say my name on there. But he was the champion of the consolation bracket. 7-7. He was 7. Oh my God, 7 wins, 7 losses. It's actually been a long time since I've done a video, so bear with me. I am a little stupid. So 7-7, 376 gifts sent, 376 laugh emojis earned from this guy. I like your gifts. He did a really good job, I think, in the draft. Let me just double check here. I put on here, so this is what I had. The 102 and the 106 looking to add to a good ass team ready to make trouble for the establishment. Great quarterback core. You basically have all the 2024 rookies at wide receiver. I think and I think Corey's going to win. Oh man, this is saying my device unexpectedly stopped. So I don't know if I've just been talking this whole freaking time and y'all haven't heard anything. We'll see. I'm probably about to waste like 30 minutes of my life, but that's all right. I mean, it would be anyways, even if it didn't stop recording. Really good team. That's what I'll say. Moving on. Hater of the year since 1975. Y'all know him as Keith, uh, the Tickle Dungeon. And he's a terrible human being because Makeshift Child Fight Club is his team name. We all know him. He's kind of the glue to the league. Like everybody kind of knows him in a certain way. And he definitely all considers us like almost acquaintances. So that's cool, I guess. Maybe in like another 5-10 years. Well, he's not going to be around because he's so old. But if he had another 5 or 10 years left, we could actually become acquaintances. He is at this moment, without a shadow of a doubt, zero hesitation. He is sweet talking someone into making a lopsided, awful trade. I'm really convinced. I want to see his Venmo history is actually what I need to see because I think he just gives people like real life money to trade him trash trades that he always gets. Don't understand. I think he's read like the 48 Laws of Power and like Seven Habits, like the habits of 7 habits of highly successful people or whatever. Like, but it's more of like he preys on people when they're in a vulnerable position. He's like that. I don't have any. Do I have any? Oh, I don't really have any military guys in this league. But it's like the E4 when the new airman or the new like junior enlisted person female comes to the dorms, just getting preyed on. It's not good. It's not good. His almost his entire team is comprised of traded for studs. He is an awful drafter. Keith is legit an awful drafter. Stop trading with him. If we just didn't trade with him, his teams would absolutely suck. He can't draft. He relies on dark, dark magic, full of hate. Full of hate. Moving on. Speaking of magic, I was trying to make like an Oriental joke in there. I don't think it's going to work. But, anyways, it's the Asian man. Tran the Asian man. That's what I have on here. He's got Jordan Love and then fuck all that quarterback. He's got a nice mix of young and old folks at the wide receiver core. I love the seniors and Thielen, Mike Evans, Cooper Cup. Just freaking, they're just mingling. It's like a mixer with your like the uncles and like the kids at the table or whatever. He's got young whippersnappers like Travis Henry, Xavier Worthy. He used to have Xavier Worthy, uh, Matthew Golden, and Jack, son of a Besh. Dude, if you don't update Jack Besh's nickname in Sleeper right after this to son of a, you are ruining my life. And you're ruining the league. So Jack, son of a Besh, is how he will be referred to us from now on. Honestly, a really good team outside of running back. That obviously this was written before the who was it? James Cook for Xavier Worthy. Honestly, really fair trade, in my opinion, because James Cook ain't getting 16 or how many ever touchdowns he had again. I would expect him to get like 7, maybe 7 or 8. But he's still a really good, reliable, like RB2, I would say. Certainly flex worthy. And then we don't know what Xavier Worthy is. Um, are the Chiefs going to be able to ride the D all the way to the Super Bowl? I know some people that could ride the D all the way there. But Yeah, I had one little note here that said, "My man is basically starting the blue tent with CMC and Javonte Williams." Huge upside if they hit. I respect it. That's what I'll say. I respect the risk, no risk it, no biscuit sort of deal. So I like Tran's team. I don't remember where I had him ranked in the power rankings, but he's got a pretty good team. On to my man Brandoni. What is his name? LA Rams fan. There we go. I just call everybody by their real names because, I'm cool enough to remember that stuff. It only took me like legitimately 4 years to learn Charles, Corey, and Jonathan's real names because I kept getting y'all mixed up. Because really, y'all are like one person to me. Y'all live in Virginia or something. Y'all know Keith somehow, some way or another. Um, y'all are just like y'all in my head. It's like the four of y'all going to play pickleball, and all of you have like way too short of shorts on, and y'all get really hot and sweaty. And then after in never mind. I might have to end this recording. No, um, Brandon fucking crushed it during the rookie drafts, adding Jackson Dart, Jalen Milroe, Quinn Ewers at quarterback, Travion Henderson, Jarquez. I don't know how to say the dude's name. Jarquez Hunter, running back for the Rams. At the running back in the running back room, added Kyle Williams, much to Corey's without an ease chagrin, because he was trying to get Kyle Williams everywhere. Added Jalen Knoll, who I've already seen has been impressing in like the OTAs. Kid looks like a tiny, tiny little fucker, but apparently he's been really good. And I'm actually really high on Pat Bryant. I think he's going to be the wide receiver one in Denver come next year. Solid veteran mix. We've got Goff and Stafford, Henry, Derrick Henry, DeAndre Swift, Puka Nakua, AJ Brown, and Tyreek Hill. Uh, he's going to be an absolute. Now, he's going to be a problem. However, this is the caveat. Brandon, look, man, we all like to drink. It's fine. Drinking's fun. It is. Stop trading. You know what? If you could find a thing to where it was like you have to blow into your phone to get into sleeper, and if you've had any at all, you can't because we all know this. You don't make good trades when you're on the boozes. So stay out of that. If you do that, if you don't make any silly drunk trades, I'm kidding. Sorry, I'm not trying to rib you too much. You're going to be a problem this year, but definitely next year is going to be an issue. Like good team on the come up. And then Gabe is the last person. I don't know if that's your real name. I don't even know who you are in your profile picture. Are you the black guy or the white guy? I don't know. Don't matter to me. I don't see color except for Asian and Mexicans. That's it. The man shows up and sets a beautiful example of rebuilding. Over the next 2 years, he has 10 firsts and 6 second round picks. That's freaking crazy. Uh, got a few solid pieces to build around in Cam Ward, Trey Harris, Brock Purdy. I'm a big fan of Brock Purdy, at least for like this year. And let's just say moving on too, because he got that huge contract. So he is the locked in starter for Kyle Shanahan for at least, I think, 4 more years potentially. I really like that. Uh, I mean, your team's gonna be a mystery until at least probably like 2028, maybe 2027. But if you draft well, it's gonna be a problem. It'll be you and Brandon, just young whippersnappers making daddy proud. All right, so that's it for the dipshit division. Now we've got the handsome manly division. The captain is Corey, without any. My brother, my little brother, we'll say. Well, younger brother. How about that? What is his name? Individual parties going on. Better party, better social life. Captain, my captain. Jesus. I really don't like that I'm in his division. I mean, it's cool or whatever, but like this team is an absolute juggernaut. Like you got freaking Justin Jefferson, Malik Neighbors, T. Higgins, Jackson Smith and Jigba and Brock Bowers. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elite young pass catchers. Don't like it. Don't appreciate it. And oh yeah, just for shits and gigs, he's got Devon Achane, who might see 300 freaking opportunities this year, and David Montgomery, who's just the Duke's Mayo of running backs. He's not flashy, but he's going to get it done. He's going to get it done. Herbert, we got Justin Herbert, Drake May, Justin Fields, and Sam Darnold at quarterback. Like that's super deep in a super flex league. That's fantastic. I think you're the odds. I think Corey's the odds-on favorite for the 2025 championship. I don't remember. I think I beat you in the semifinals last year. These dummies gave me a Coke Zero. I ain't about that sugar-free shit. I'm trying to get my sugar up in here. Anyways, on to the first pick. That would be me. First overall pick. He's handsome. He's moderately endowed. And he is the iron-fisted ruler of this league. I will change rules from the bylaws if it benefits just me. No, of course, I'm not going to do that. But let's see. Really top heavy is what I'm going to say. Like I was pretty stoked initially about me and was it Gabe? Yeah, Gabe's trade. I traded a shitload away to get Kenneth Walker and Lamar Jackson. Both. I am a huge fan of Kenneth Walker. I think he reminds me of Nick Chubb in the way he runs and just kind of his like skill set and violence in which he runs. But the man can't stay healthy. And then Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson, probably the best running quarterback we've ever seen. I think I'm a playoff. I was about to say he, referring to myself in the third person. Definitely a playoff team is what I'll say. Unless some shit goes real sideways, and that can happen. But I'm going to need to get real lucky to make some noise in the playoffs. Like I'm going to have to get some like 40-point, 50-point games. Terrible. But we'll see. I have trade regret. That's really what's happening here. But that's okay. Because I'll change the scores. No. Charles Seawood 2304. I think that's what your thing is. Something like that. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Handsome. Check. Manly. Check. The captain's best friend. A little favoritism here, I think, huh? Even though Albin picked him. But whatever. And you know, Charlie, I actually thought your team sucked at first when I looked at it. I was like, dude, that is awful. And then I looked at it a little harder. And it's not sexy. Like there's no like besides I'm looking like the first thing that hits me is Josh Allen. I'm like, okay, that's sexy. He's sexy. Or his fiance is at least. But then I'm looking, I'm like, dude, this is really solid. Like Chuba Hubbard, Tony Pollard, both not like super unsexy, but like Chuba Hubbard finished as the running back freaking like 15 last year. Tony Pollard was probably around that same. He's like the 2021 last year. He's got Marvin Harrison Jr., Cortland Sutton, Devontae Smith, who I hate, but he is a very good wide receiver. Tyler Warren, and then three of his flexes and his super flex are empty. So thanks for making my job harder. But he's got Tua to start at quarterback. So if he plays with one of those giant like inflatable helmets on, he might be okay. Got some Tank Bigsby has been getting rumors as the actual starter in Jacksonville. Brian Robinson Jr. for Washington. So, I mean, yeah, the flex isn't super great, but this team is not bad. Khalil Shakur, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews is done. Not dead, sorry. I'm not trying to break any news here, but he is done. I'm letting y'all know that right now. Him, Cooper Kupp. I'm going to be maybe controversial. I think Tyreek Hill is done. He's got Stephon Diggs in IR and Brandon Ayuk in IR. So those were the two. I was like, oh shit, okay. A couple of veterans. Stephon Diggs is partying it up. So I don't know if he's gonna be ready to go in the regular season, but maybe some of that Cardi BP, give him like some nectar of the gods and make him a little more productive. But unsexy, but a solid ass team. And then Jonathan Cowboy Customs, he don't give an F about nothing. I really don't like your team name, Team Cowboy Customs. Why don't you put some effort? Put some effort into something other than drafting quarterbacks and tight ends. That's not all there is to life. Jonathan, Johnny, Than. We'll just call you Than. That's gonna be your nickname. Than. You got 8 freaking tight ends, dude. Why? Why do you have 8 tight ends? For real. I'm not even joking anymore. You're pissing me off. Damn it, I broke. But yeah, I don't understand what your philosophy is on that. Dude, shallow as a puddle after Jaden Daniels and CJ Stroud at quarterback and Jonathan Taylor at running back. I'm pretty sure you were last in the power rankings. I mean, I don't know how many years I have to tell you in a row. You don't need 6 quarterbacks. You certainly don't need 8 tight ends. That's literally almost 50% of your entire roster. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life, man? An old to Jason, big chill squad. The team's old as hell. Just an old ass team, dude. Uh, Ashton Genty and Brees Hall, love both those guys. Ashton Genty is going to be. Everybody is saying he's going to be, the number one guy for like 10 years, and like he's probably going to be like a Zeke Elliott type. Who Zeke Elliott was really good for about 6 years or so. So that is a very very good feather in the cap. Brees Hall, I like as well. I think he's very talented. Was in a bad situation last year. I'll just be honest, it's like the opposite of how I would build a dynasty. So I judge it very harshly. I don't give a shit about the running backs. Give me all them young wide receivers. Give me young boys. Them young boys coming, as Charles Barkley would say. And last but least, Hunter, he hate me is his team name. I don't remember. D1 and only. Dude, we graduated in 2005, Hunter. We don't have to still talk like that. We ain't got to make our names look like that. But that's all right. 20 years, dude. Can you believe that shit? It's been 20 years since we graduated high school. That makes me sad. And damn, we're getting old. That's all I'm gonna say. We're getting old. But brother, you just out here flexing Joe Mixon. You have Joe Mixon in your flex position because your running backs are so freaking good. Um, love Drake London, love Ted McMillan, and you got your Carolina boy too. That's pretty good. Otherwise, a mediocre, if you will, wide receiver core. Very good quarterback room with Mahomes, Bo Nix, and Geno Smith. Really, really, genuinely like that a lot. Um, and maybe this is the best compliment because your team is, right around the middle there. I would say. I think you are the odds-on favorite to win that coveted 7th place $30. So guess what? If you get four weekly high scores, you can make your $50 back. That's not bad. That's not bad. Well, the goal, boys, was to keep this shit under 30 minutes, and I have done so because I am the best. And it's like riding a bike. I don't know why I don't get paid to do this. It's crazy. But I'm just here popping myself. That's the only reason I do these videos is just to make jokes, and I laugh at them. And I picture you guys laughing at them while you're watching this on YouTube, probably dozens of times that y'all watch it. But there's a little, very tiny team by team breakdown. I had something to say about the league, but I forgot because it doesn't matter that much, I guess. But anyways, love you guys. Be good. And if you can't be good at it.